Welcome to the IMS 2012. I'm Pete Tong, and we're here in our 5th year, and it's our biggest yet, with around 40 panels and 800 delegates discussing the most important issues in dance and electronic music today. Guests this year have included Giorgio Moroder, Nile Rodgers, Danny Tenaglia, Paul Oakenfold, James Barton from Cream, Team Chase and Status, Carl Cox, Loco Dice, Luciano, Diplo, and many, many more. Here are some of the highlights.
The music was the star, and it fit us perfectly because we weren't stars. Like, my whole life, I've been working with stars. And believe me, when a person's a star, you know it. When Madonna walks in the room, you know it. When Bowie walks in the room, you know it. When Sting walks in the room, you know it. So we knew that we weren't those guys, but we could make music that was not only stars, but superstar music.
We sold the shop because we felt as though the opportunity to work on a bigger stage and work with different people and to work on a number of different businesses apart from Cream, it was just too tempting to turn down.
I never ever thought I'd end up in Hollywood making music for film. Never in a million years. It happened. I got the invitation. I went there and never scored a film. All these different emotions were going through my mind and at the time, and can I do it? You know, why have they asked me? And you have to embrace that.
When you come to see me or hear my label, or you don't know what's going to happen. You know, the attitude never changes for me. Whether it's a young artist, a new artist, like my cousin, or if it's Usher or Beyonce, whoever it is, the way to make music's never changed for me.
So, the top 5 most followed accounts on Twitter, all musicians. Only on Twitter would you see Skrillex shouting out that Deadmau5 busted him at the Grammys by putting a t-shirt with his phone number on it.
Earlier this afternoon, obviously you saw Nile Rodgers' energetic presentation, as we'll call it, and he talked about some certain Frenchmen that he's not supposed to talk about, that he's been working with.
I think he worked for about 3 songs with Daft Punk.
And I heard maybe it wasn't just him involved.
No, I did some work with them too. Thomas, who is the guy, wanted me to talk about my life. So I came in Paris in the studio, and he had 3 microphones to record me. He said, this microphone here is a very old microphone of the 60s, because if you talk about your life in the 60s, that's how the microphone is going to sound.
If you are a remixer, and of course you want to try doing different styles, but it is very good to have one sound just for a bit so people can get acclimatized with it and then commission you on the strength of that sound that you have made your own.
I like sparring with him now and again just to push his buttons a little bit. He comes with the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And
and he knows exactly how to do it, and he knows exactly that I get really a little bit intense in this kind of thing. So I don't care, Carl Cox or whatever.
You basically can't afford to pay a big promoter and then pay the DJs. You might as well just pay the DJs and cut out the middleman. It's now about programming the club in a really good way and not just about having a logo over the door.
I never really got into this business to be a superstar DJ. That never even existed so many years ago. The whole traveling, and my big dream was to go from Brooklyn to Manhattan. I couldn't even think further outside of the big nightclubs in the city, because that was the peak. And then I had gone traveling all over the world, and the peak of so much of this for me was in Ibiza, playing at Space and Pacha and all the clubs, and then going out on my nights off and having a great time, you know. But then it became too much of the celebrity thing.
The 4 on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what is dominating the world now? This boom, boom.
So the IMS 2012 comes to a close. Overall, a fantastic few days here in Ibiza. You'll be able to watch the videos of the panels in the next few days and weeks ahead. You just head to internationalmusicsummit.com. Many thanks to all of our guests and delegates who have made 2012 such a huge success. Thank you.